Hi everyone, it's Erin here, and I'm reading an article on the PeteSantilliShow.com. We'll put the link below. It's dated October 26, 2016. It's a Guerrilla Media Network, and the title of the article is No Fair Trial for Cliven Bundy. Prospective jury pool contaminated after Democrats send 700,000 reasons to connect him to Las Vegas cop killers. Outraged attorneys file for change of venue. Deb Jordan reports Chris Rasmussen, attorney for jailed journalist Pete Santilli, has joined the Nevada Public Defender's motion to compel the court for a change of venue after he received a mailer that was sent to over 700,000 households across the state. Rasmussen supplemented the public defender's motion by entering in as evidence several pieces of propaganda he feels supports the claim that defendants in the case of the United States versus Cliven Bundy et al. Will not receive a fair trial in Nevada. The flyer mailed by the Nevada Democratic Party for Ruben.Kihuen, done in the style of a wanted poster, depicts Cliven Bundy as being directly responsible for the murders of two Las Vegas Metro police officers in the summer of 2014. Gerald and Amanda Miller were briefly present at the 2014 civil rights protest held on Cliven Bundy's private property, before they were asked to leave by security. It would be over 2 months later before the couple would carry out the brutal and perplexing murders of two Metro officers while they were eating lunch at Cici's Pizza. In November of 2013, just a few short months before the Bundy Ranch civil rights protest, the Millers were involved in the Occupy movement. Occupy protesters tend to be attributed to the left. Bundy Ranch tends to be associated with the right. In both cases, there are acts of civil disobedience, but the Democratic Party for Ruben.Kihuen fails to mention the Millers' close association with the Occupy Wall Street, the extreme left-leaning organization where civil disobedience often results in violence and chaos, followed by destruction of property, looting, shattered storefronts, and multiple assaults on law enforcement officers. Instead, Democrats who overwhelmingly support causes for the left while demonizing the right completely ignore the Millers' connection to the Occupy movement and choose not to explore the possibility the shooters were more steeped in the extreme left phenomenon of anarchist behavior than they were of the Patriot movement's ideology concerning abuse of government overreach when it comes to ranchers' rights in the western states. Las Vegas Metro Police and the Clark County Sheriff's Department cannot produce any report of violence or destruction of the property during the Bundy civil rights protest, except in those instances where the Bureau of Land Management were the perpetrators. Sheriff Douglas Gillespie, the then sheriff of Clark County, said at the time there was no direct link to the couple's killing spree and Cliven Bundy, noting that the two had arrived in Las Vegas in January of 2014 and that they had their own agenda for starting a revolution. Gillespie made clear he had seen no evidence that the Millers had come to Nevada seeking out Cliven Bundy. The couple had told friends they were disappointed in the Occupy movement and Cliven Bundy because neither protest went far enough. Gerald Miller's comments on YouTube and Facebook concerning his expulsion from Bundy Ranch echoed that sentiment. He said, "I was down there. I was shunned by my fellow patriots. Don't go there thinking you will be accepted." So you can finish reading the article here. It's not that long, but I wanted to point this out, that this flyer went out to 700,000 residents of Nevada, and I don't see how they can get a impartial jury with that kind of propaganda and lies going out about Cliven Bundy, because he had absolutely no connection to these killers who were insane. So anyway, I called the number, and I'll read that number out for you here, of the Democratic Party's office where this flyer came from. The address was Dean Martin Drive, Las Vegas, and the phone number, if you want to call, is 702-737-8683. And I called to demand a responsible retraction, public retraction, and an apology to Cliven Bundy for this action, and so did Rudy. And Rudy recorded his call, so I'll just add his call to the office here. Thank you for your attention in this very important matter of mistrial and misjustice, and I don't even know how these people can get a fair trial. I don't think there's any such thing anymore. Here's Rudy.
Well, I just wanted to add that we need not to forget in the Schaefer Cox case that one of the accusations of FBI whistleblower Chad Joy was that Mary Beth Kepner, who was another FBI agent, had an inappropriate relationship not only with a lot of people but also with the media, and that she was leaking stuff out to the media in order to demonize, in that case, Schaefer Cox, and also Ted Stevens. So FBI whistleblower Chad Joy told the other FBIs and did a whistleblower complaint that Mary Beth Kepner was leaking stuff to the media to demonize the target of the prosecution, which it sounds like this is what's going on. They may not be leaking information in this wanted poster, but it's the same sort of mentality. They're trying to taint the jury pool so that Cliven Bundy, will get a bad rap and be demonized in the media.
Yes, thanks for your attention, and this is the standard modus operandi of the evil people that we have to deal with in day-to-day life. I'd much rather be swimming in the pool right now.
All right, we're calling the, Democratic National Party?
Yeah.
Thank you for calling the Nevada Voter Assistance Hotline.
What's it called?
I'm recording.
Good morning. This is Jan with the Nevada Democratic Party Hotline.
Hello, Jan. Oh, hi, Jan. How you doing? My name is Rudy Davis, and I am recording this call. Are you aware that there was a flyer sent out to 700,000 households with Cliven Bundy's picture on it, identifying him as responsible for the deaths of 2 Las Vegas officers?
I'm not familiar with that. Hold the line for just a moment. We just were told about that. And before we disconnected, could I get your telephone number?
Yes, 972-839-9848. 972-839-9848.
9848. Hold the line for just a moment.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We are investigating that, that allegation. We absolutely will pursue it. Actually, I answered the phone because the other person was in checking on that, but we will get clarification of that as soon as we can.
Okay, and all right. No, I appreciate that because just to let you know, I do not think at all that Cliven Bundy is responsible for the deaths of 2 Las Vegas officers. I think that's some sort of propaganda against him. And of course, he's he's going to trial pretty soon, and I think they could be trying to influence the jury pool. And if you could provide, a position statement from, the Democratic National Convention, whether you guys are associated with that, and if you denounce it and are not associated with that, I would like to know that too, right? And so I appreciate you checking into it. And
Absolutely.
all right,
Absolutely.
and you've got.
We will.
It does
Very
say,
good.
and just to let you know, on the envelope, it does say paid for by the Nevada State Democratic Party. So whoever did that, if it's not you, they're
Yeah.
impersonating you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well,
I really appreciate it. We had not heard that information before, so
Okay.
that's very, very important.
okay.
And we definitely will pursue it.
Okay. Thank you, Jen.
Thank you.
All right.
And
Bye-bye.
have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
They didn't know.
They don't know, huh? All right.